Hello there, once again, Santon from Anton Bay. Thanks for stopping by the collection room. Today we're taking a look at some more comics. These are some just randoms that I got from one of my last comic book trips and hauls. And I wanted to start off with this Frank Cho Fight Girls. So I recently picked up some Frank Cho Jungle Girl books, and I love Frank Cho's work on Jungle Girls. And I actually got the rest of the set, which I will probably cover later. But this is Fight Girls, and I was not terribly familiar with Fight Girls. This is Upshot 1 through 5, but apparently it is some sort of, I don't know, battle royal / Hunger Games where they throw a bunch of warrior women onto a terrible hell pit dinosaur infested island, and they fight to survive or something like that. Yeah, there's definitely a Hunger Games vibe to it in some way, but it's also done by, Frank Cho. It's beautiful art. The guy is known for drawing beautiful women and drawing them very well. And even though all of the faces are looking extremely similar, it just looks fantastic. And I also want to throw in, he gets a lot of credit for being able to draw beautiful women. That is one of the things he's known for. But I think he is seriously underrated when it comes to his ability to draw dinosaurs, lizards, reptiles. They are fantastic. Down by the river. So the weird tidy-whitey look, I don't know how I feel about that, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not terrible, but I don't know who that guy is, but he's got some sort of a Fortnite feel to him. But no, we always give him all this credit for, he draws beautiful women. Really look at his animals that he draws, the facial expressions on the creatures themselves, and a lot of times it's like dinosaurs and things like that. That's really fantastic work. He does amazing at big lizards, big reptiles, big dinosaurs. I've seen him do alligators, stuff like that. He just does a fantastic job. He could probably bank his career on his ability to draw dragons, dinosaurs, and things alone, but he can also back that off and go from super scaly, scratchy to super soft, smooth, curvy like a woman. And I don't know, it's a cool juxtaposition, and I just don't think he gets enough credit for that juxtaposition. Look at this shot alone. You've got the combination of a lot of pencil work done on a rough-skinned monster right next to a beautiful, smooth woman, and he just does it really well. Texturally, there's a huge difference there, and that is horrific, but that is how this book goes. So your characters are going to die off and get eaten and thin out a lot. Yeah, as much as I can tell, that is the premise of this whole thing. Strangely. 10, 4, 3, and 8 survive. And that's who's left. I don't know how many they even started with. But, yeah. Weird concept for a book. I think this is the only one I have come across. Not all robots. Anyway, yeah, interesting book. This is a double cover. Yeah, stretches around. Anyway, interesting book. I would grab more if I saw them. This is just the first one I've come across, so I was like, yeah, I'll watch it. Check that out. So this is Miss Fury. This is Dynamite Comics. This is number 2. I had a set of these a while back, and of course they got sold when everything else got sold, but I was unaware. Miss Fury to me was a new book, and it was one of them kind of sexy Dynamite heroine covers. What I didn't realize is that Miss Fury is actually a much older character. Dates clear back. And this is just a modern take on her. So I was not aware that it was a vintage character brought to the foreground in real life. So that was a surprise to me. I am not familiar with who the artists are in here. And honestly, this is one of those super polished, newer comic books that I'm not real wild about. Some of it looks too computer generated. a little bit on the over glossy side, but you know, I could complain about things being too good, so that's the thing. My thought is just sometimes these pages just look a little generic and a little bit boring because they're too perfectly done. And I recognize some of this as an artist, but some of your backgrounds look a little bit digital and stuff like that. Pretty sure she was around back in the 40s. And since she is dealing with Nazis, 1942, I'm pretty sure that this character dates back to that time. And he's got a lot of scars on him. That's kind of messed up. The Black Bat. I don't mind it at all when you take heroes or comic book characters from the 40s who have kind of slipped into obscurity and bring them up into the modern time. Even when you bring them up into a modern book and a modern polished look like this. But part of me still longs for the old, simpler art style, colorful. Maybe I would just like it better if it was just more colorful. That said, I can't say that this looks bad. It just looks kind of generic in a modern sense. The Sting. You got Green Hornet and Kato. Warlord of the Orcs. Warlord of Mars. I don't understand what is his... he has a second smaller torso coming out of his larger torso. I don't understand things sometimes. But I see 20% off all Dynamite graphics and comics. That almost looks like a Hughes picture. But yeah, I had several issues of this Fury series. Now I've just got one. That's that. Evangeline from Maximum Press Zero. I grabbed this, I think it was like 35 cents. Most of these were when I went to, what was the store? North Carolina, McKay's. This book heralds from 1996, publisher Rob Liefeld, and it looks like most of your art is going to be Liefeldian. Well, you got penciler Andy Park and John Stinson, so looks like we're going to get like Liefeld copiers. This is definitely looks like Image House style. I feel like everybody who worked on Image books had to try and keep a similar look to things. These wings and stuff like that, that's definitely what I would think of how Rob Liefeld would draw them. I don't think he's the one drawing these, but man, did they capture his style quite well. The later Evangeline books that were all drawn by Liefeld, I really enjoyed. I found them to be very enjoyable reads and enjoyable art. I just liked them. So I know Rob Liefeld, his art has improved over the years and altered. It's still highly stylized and everything like that, but you can't be mad at a book for being what it is, which is a highly stylized, ridiculous work of ridiculous fiction. So maybe I don't need too much anatomical correctness to influence that. You know, people with hands and feet. Nice big spread shot, single splash page there. Very angelic looking. Yeah, like I said, I usually enjoy some of the later Evangeline stuff that he did. Dark Child and Evangeline. And I think, what did I say this was? 96? I can't remember what I said. I think I said 96. There was some Evangeline series from like the early 2000s, I believe, that I liked a lot. Evangeline Armageddon. It's a nice big double page turn ad. Evangeline Ariella. I also enjoy the Ariella books. Warrior Nun Ariella. Not a terrible book. Evangeline Armageddon, Rob Liefeld, Scott Clark, Chris Carlson, Robert Napton. Liefeld's Hulk always thought was a little cheesy. And then this issue of Mystic. This is from CGE? CrossGen. I used to have quite a few CrossGen comics. Actually, you know what? I could say that about everything. Every book that come out, I could say I used to have a ton of those. And this I just picked up. Just because it had a beautiful Jungle Girl cover. It's Griselle. I can't remember much about. I don't know if I ever had this. I had a whole bunch of the, what were they called? They had like a redhead in them all the time. But this is, I mean, purple leopard print, that works. It goes right along with some of the Jungle Girl titles that I'm always looking at these days or tracking down. It's almost a Barbarian title, but not quite. And the only thing I really remember about CrossGen is most of the time the art was pretty stellar in CrossGen comics, and the coloring was like to die for. Other than that, I remember they were like very glossy and highly produced, or highly classic. Well, what's the word? Not like a ton of them, but like very well made, glossy pages, extra work and care. But I also remember they were kind of expensive, and then they wound up in quarter bins rather quickly, which is kind of sad. That is a heck of an amazing monster, by the way. Just look at the color work done on that monster. That was pretty fantastic. And it wouldn't be a Jungle Girl title if we didn't have some dinosaurs. So there we have some dinosaurs. Thank you so much, guys. Gots to have your dinosaurs in there. Always love that. Got humans in cages. Animal print outfits. All sorts of stuff going on. Gotta love it. It's what makes a good book. Storytellers, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm not mad at this comic at all. It's actually quite neat. I don't think I've run into too many issues of Mystic or remember it looking like this. Hack, hack, cough. At least they pack all the ads in the back. That's an interesting glove you have on. Yeah, so that's Mystic. What the heck year? 2003. I would have thought these were earlier than that. I didn't think they were that late. Excellent work on the dinosaurs. Anyway, that is my weird little haul of kind of like, I think this Maximum Press is probably the most standard book. All these, the rest of these are kind of weird independent stuff. And even the Maximum Press is, well, it's not technically Image at that point. Anyway, that's my little haul. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you guys for watching. That's my story. I'll catch you guys later. Bye.